Hello. Are you shocked to see me? I still exist, I promise. I think I've said that like the last, what, three, four that I've done and videos I've done and popped up randomly after a really long time. I'd like to say a whole bunch of exciting things have happened, but I mean, life, laughing, same old, kinda, I guess. I mean, things have happened, but we're still here. We're making it. I think probably the only things that you'll notice different, I mean, I may have lost a couple of pounds and my teeth are straight. I went through Invisalign, so you don't have to look at snaggles anymore. But yeah, fun times. I haven't done anything in 3 years, which I've been meaning to sit down and make a video, and it just doesn't happen. And there's no excuse. There's no excuse. So I'm here. I'm on my lunch break from work, so I'll try to make it quick. I don't know. I don't remember the last time there was any update about work. I mean, I was an interim supervisor for a while. Now I'm with a quality. It's quiet. It's nice. I like it a lot. So that's that. Fun times. Um, I have library books to share. Of course, there have been a huge number of acquired books since the last time we spoke, but I don't want to say that it would be impossible to share those with you, but it would be a major boatload of videos. So we will see. I've read bunches. I've gotten rid of bunches. I don't remember. I meant to check before I started. Good plans. I don't have my anything else in here to check, but I set my Goodreads goal this year for 100. I'm pretty sure that's what I did last year. Just, knowing it's easily attainable and it's not something to stress out about. I wasn't going to go, oh, I'm going to do like 200. And maybe that's possible, but I didn't want to set that expectation. And it's good because this year has been slower than the last several years, but that's okay. It happens. I really need to focus on my physical books. I have a metric ton for sure, but I always gravitate towards the audiobooks just because I can do more than one thing at a time. Oh, I don't have it in here, but new project I decided randomly because of my, ADHD. I decided, hey, I saw this TikTok video one day and I thought I can do that. Of course, any ADHD person will start a project and depending, may last a week, may last a month, a year. It doesn't, I don't know. But it's a Amish hexagon quilt that you do by hand and just, round. You take a 5-inch fabric square, cut it in a round, obviously a round circle. Cut it into a circle and then you'll stitch it. This is not a quilting YouTube by any means, but it's super easy to make the hexagons and stitch them together by hand. It's just, the matter of sitting down and doing it, but it helps with the audiobooks and, if I want to sit and hand stitch. I think I have 60 sewn. I think 66 and it's in multiples of 22. I don't know why 22. And I have the strips, but I haven't combine them together yet. I don't know how long it's going to take. I just found some random pre-cut fabric squares, went into it. I still enjoy doing it when I actually make myself sit down and do it, but 2 months ago, 3 months ago, I can't remember. Time slips by. I did take a beginner sewing class at the local library. They did it one weekend. And it was fun. I took my mom's ancient 1940 something Singer sewing machine that really, really needs some TLC. It was good learning to start on, but it needs it needs some love, a new belt, some oil. So I did splurge and bought a new sewing machine. I had one, don't want to say new, but definitely newer than the 40s. I had one that was my mom's too, but I have no clue. Like it's entirely possible it is in the basement, but my husband and I looked everywhere and didn't find it. So no telling. Probably the next time I go down there, it'll be like, hey, it's here. It doesn't matter. I would show you, but whatever. It's a cute little it's like a light blue and it has cats on it. I was like, oh my gosh, that's adorable. I haven't set it up yet, but I did look at a YouTube video on threading the bobbin and getting it all started. So my first project with the machine, I want to try to make catnip pouches. I have the catnip, I have the fabric. So it's just a matter of get it set up and maybe it'll be a Saturday, Sunday project. I don't know. But anyways, we're 6 minutes in and there's only so much time. So I will let you know what I am reading and getting ready to start and then what's in the stack. Will I get through all these before they're due back? No, because some of them I've already renewed twice and so I have another 12 days left on some of them. If I don't finish them, oh well, I'll take them back and just check them out another time. It's not a big deal, honestly. Last week I read the first in this series and it was okay. I don't get the hype, but maybe it was just the first book and getting things established. I've heard everybody rave, and the first one was maybe 110 pages, super short. So I went ahead, the library had them all. I grabbed them all, checked them out. So I read the first of the Unselected Journals of Emma M. Lyon by Beth Brower. Like I said, I have all the others. I think I've started a couple of pages of the second one. It's fine, but they all are like this, and I'll show you the others when I get to them. But this is up for this weekend, and then I did start and was really enjoying it, and it was, again, one of those things of other things, and you don't get back to it. Never seen the movie, and it's surprising that I haven't read the book, seeing as how it was published in 2003. 23 years ago. That's hard to believe. Shutter Island. So once I read it, I'll watch the movie. Like I said, great writing. I like it so far. It's just I haven't sat down. And then this is one I want to sit down with this weekend and start. Once these, get started, they're always fast. I was hesitant about borrowing it because I have not liked any of the other books, probably past 5 years I've tried to read. It was one of those, okay, I enjoyed it when I did. It's okay not to read anymore. But this one I have heard a lot of good things. And since it's, co-author, we're just going to go ahead and say that she wrote it and leave his name off of it. But Judge Stone by Viola Davis, if you can see that. Like I said, once you start them, you can read them in a couple of hours because of the little tiny 3-page chapter. So we'll see. This one, my friend Cindy actually found it in a magazine. I don't know if it was a review. It was probably People Magazine, where they were, saying like this week's book releases, summer releases. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And lo and behold, the library had it. So instead of buying it, I borrowed The Summer Share by Jen McKinley. Cute summer rom-com. I can't believe summer's almost over. Haven't been to the beach. Fingers crossed maybe there's a long weekend ahead before fall. But this one looks cute. And then this one, definitely have heard mixed things on TikTok. I know there was like the controversy when it came out. And I thought, hey, I was not going to go out and buy it. I wasn't seeking it out, but because it was in the new releases at the library and large print, which my eyes love, I thought, hey, I'll borrow it. I'll try it. I'll see if it's pretentious, like people say, or if it's just the whole conversation I know that's going around of dumbing down writing. Like, oh, this person is using bigger words than they, than thee, you know? So I thought, it's here. It's free for me to borrow. My taxes pay for the, for the library funding. So why not? But Just Friends by Haley Pham. Like I said, if I get a couple chapters and I don't like it, DNFsville and stick it in the slot and say bye-bye. And then Our Last Vineyard Summer by Brooke Lee Foster. Totally cute cover and summer in the title. So I thought, hey, end of summer. Why not borrow this one? Then we have Fully Baked by Rosebud Baker. It is nonfiction. Have no clue who Rosebud Baker is, but because it was pink, it drew my eye in, and relatively short, like less than 250 pages. Apparently she was a stand-up comedian and veteran SNL writer. Well, she's probably still a stand-up comedian, but... And, once I start looking at things and reading her life, I might be like, oh, okay, I know who that is. It's quite possible, but we got that one. Honestly, I don't know enough about her. I didn't watch the show. I know her whole controversy thing about her sister and how she's not really a great person. I don't know. Didn't read her other book. Never watched Girls. Have no clue. Again, if I don't like it, shove it down the slot and be done with it. But Fame Sick by Lena Dunham. I'm pretty sure I had her other one. Not That Kind of Girl. I got rid of it. Like, I just didn't have any interest, but that was in the news section. The news section loves to see me coming. So I grabbed it. And then Small Town Girls, a writer's memoir by Jane Ann Phillips. Her name rings a bell. But I'm like, oh, was she a romance writer? But she wasn't. So I don't know anything about her. But again, it was really small. This one is less than 200 pages. So definitely a couple of hours to get that. This one I did see. I'm wanting to say somebody I follow on Instagram or TikTok that, oh, no, I think it was Peg. Maybe it was Peg on the History Shelf. Quite possibly could be, because I watch every single one of her videos because I enjoy nonfiction. So she has had a lot of books that I have been interested in, and this one at the time, because she does a lot of advanced copies, I put it on my little wish list and then requested it from the library, and they bought it. And so Catch the Devil, A True Story of Murder, Deception, and Injustice on the Gulf Coast by Pamela Coloff. Don't know anything about this particular story, case. Mass murder? I don't know. We'll see. And then these, these are quick. I don't have to go into them, but the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 7th, which I think that's all there are at this time. I may be wrong. The rest of the Emma M. Lyon, the last one, she gradually gets chunkier and chunkier, because the starts off at like 100 pages and then goes to, the last one is almost 300. So I'll see if they charm me like they charm everyone else. But that's the thing I like about my libraries, is I have a little bit of a hankering for some new books, and I go over and borrow them and read them if the mood strikes, and take them back if they don't, and lather, rinse, repeat. Let me know what you have been reading. I'm trying to think of some other books lately, since I don't have my Goodreads pulled up. Anything that has been exciting. The newest, I don't think I have any of her books in here. No, the newest Carly Fortune. I read it. It's very good. Let my sister borrow it, and it has long since been taken to the used bookstore for trade credit. I mean, that's one of those things. Like they're really, really good, but I don't necessarily see myself rereading Carly Fortune's books. But if I do, library. Let's see what else. I have a lot of, like, these are a bunch of new releases. The Children, Summer Sisters, Kin, Yesteryear. Yesteryear I've heard mixed reviews on. Have you read Yesteryear? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Does it drive you crazy? That's what I've heard, is that it drives people absolutely crazy. I'm still gonna get to it. Maybe that's like a fall. Maybe I'll keep it as a fall read. Marilyn and her books. It was about Marilyn Monroe and the books she liked to read. People think she was dumb, but she actually was well read. Lala Dean's Little Library of Banned Books. I don't know where I saw that, but I found a used copy. The original by Priva Parmar. It is Katharine Hepburn, maybe. The Bright Years. I've heard good things about Bright Years. Oh, nothing over there is anything new. The Frozen River. I read The Frozen River. It's very good. So I'll have to go back and read more of Ariel Lawhon's books. Maybe I'll just do a kind of another video and do some kind of mid-year, even though it's way past mid-year, of what I've enjoyed this year and maybe what I wouldn't recommend. But that's it. And I'll probably only have a couple more minutes before I have to get back to work. Thank goodness it's Friday. Let me know what you're reading. If you have read any in this stack, if you're like, don't bother, just go ahead and take it back. I may trust that and just throw it in. But I made a list early this year of these are the books that I have, physical books that I have had lurking around or that I need to get to, and I've maybe read one of them. So that may be like let's carry it over to 2027 and try again. We'll see. Okay, I'm done talking too much. I hope you guys have been well, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.